All right, as you can see, I have not yet finished tying these little ends off. I'm not gonna worry about that now because I wanna show you how to add the arms. So we're gonna do two videos. One's gonna be putting the string in, and then the other one's gonna be teaching you how to braid, for those of you who don't know how to braid. So the first thing I wanna do is I wanna have 3 strands of my skin tone color, and I want to fold this in half. Then what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and take these 3 strings, I'm going to fold them, and I'm going to get them through the needle. So I want to have all 3 strands go through the needle so it looks like this. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to weave, I'm going to separate the head from the shirt here. And I'm going to weave, if my fold is on this side, I'm gonna weave going in this direction. If your fold's on this side, you're gonna weave going in this direction. So I'm gonna weave, and I am going to go over in between those 2 strings, over, under, over. You gotta pull that apart. This becomes the tricky part. And maybe if I had this flat on the ground, flat on the table might be helpful. Under, over, under, over, under, like that. And I'm going to pull this through, like this. And I want to keep that so that my yarn is kind of in the middle. I'm gonna take this off. Now, do you see how you can see these strings right here? We don't want you to be able to see those warped threads. We want them to disappear. So what we're gonna do is we are now going to take the other 3 strings. I'm going to pinch them, put them through the eye of the needle, grab this, and again, I'm gonna bring this back around. So I'm always trying to think about the middle. And now you can see over here that I started over. Well, on this one, I'm gonna start by going under. So I'm separating this, and I'm gonna go under. And again, take your time. I'm rushing here a little bit, which is why it's taking me a little bit longer. I'm gonna go under, over, separate, under, over, under, and over, and then I'm going to pull through. Now once you have that done, and I may have to go back and pull that, you can see that this orange one came forward, so I can take care of that later. But then basically what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that my strings are even. So now when you look through, you're not seeing those lines anymore, okay? And it looks like I might have to go back and fix, because you see here how I have a little bit of that shirt going up. So you want to make sure that your weaving happens above that. So I might have to go back and fix that before I start with my arms. But basically this is what you should have. You should have this length where you have a loop on this side, and you have your ends on this side, and your figure is now sitting in the middle. So I'm gonna go back and fix this one real quick, and then I will show you how to braid and the next steps.